We will have a look at the database concept. So what is database? Database is a collection of records. It consists of day-to-day activities which are stored into the database, like we have a banking database where we store information about the customer information, accounts information are stored into the banking sectors. Then we have the reservation system like airline reservation system. We have railway reservation systems where the data about the ticket books are stored into the database. So we'll see how to create database using SQL Server Management Studio. So DBMS consists of a DML, that is a data manipulation language. So DML consists of select, insert, update. So this select, insert, update will come under the data manipulation language, where we can retrieve the records from the table, where we can insert records into the table, where we can update an existing record into the table, where we can delete a record from the table. So all these operations are known as data manipulation language. So it will be in the form of rows. DDL, it is in the form of columns. The commands which comes under DDL are create, alter, drop, truncate. So using create, we can create the database, we can create the table. Using alter, we can add the columns to the database, we can delete the columns to the database. Using drop, we can drop the columns from the database, using truncate, we can delete all the records from the database. Then we have the data control language. We can give permission to the user by using grant and revoke. So special permissions are given to the particular user, like read write permissions. Then we have the TCL, that is the transactional control language. We have commit. Once we issue the commit, the data will be saved permanently to the database. Rollback, it will undo the changes to the last save point. So this is about the different DDL, DML, DCL and the TCL. Then we will see how to create the table using the commands. So this is our DDL statement. Create command is used. So we have create table name. We have the roll number. We have the different data types which are needed for the tables, like roll number, name, age. So we will see how to create the database and the tables using SQL Server Management Studio. So here is our SQL Server Management Studio. We'll go to the new query. The different ways we'll create the database using the query statements. So we'll write the query create database. Say suppose we create the database for the college. We'll execute this command. So you can see command completed successfully. So our database is created, college. You can refresh here, right click on it, go to the refresh sections. You will see the college database is created. So we'll go for creating the tables. So using the DDL statement, we'll use the create command to create the table. Create table student. So student will consist of ID, int, it will consist of name, then age we can take it as int. So one table student will be created. So we will run this command. Command completed successfully. So our table student is created. So we will now use the DML statement to insert the record into the table student. So we will run this query. So one row is affected. You can see the records are into the particular table by issuing the select statement. So when you run the select statement, you can see the records which are inserted into the table student 1, J and 22. Like that we can insert the n number of records into the student table. So we will insert the different records here. So now we will execute the statements. So all the records will be inserted into the table student. We will see here. So all the records are inserted into the table student. Now how to use this was insert. This is the DML statements. Insert comes under the DML statements. Now suppose if you want to add some new column, we will use the alter command. Suppose this student table consists of ID, name, age. Now suppose if you want to add the address column into this student table, we will use the alter table to add new columns to the student existing table. Alter table student, add column name. So name we can give it as address. So the data type is varchar. So we will now run this query. Okay, so the syntax for the alter is alter table name, add data type, the name of the column and the data type. So now one more column has been added to the existing student table. You can issue the command and see it. Okay, now one more column address is now been added to the student table. Now if you want to add the records to the existing students, we can use the DML statement update. So the syntax for the update is update student set we have to use. So we are now updating the student record. We are setting the address to Ambernath where ID equals to 1. Now we will run this query. We will execute this query. So okay, the row is affected. So again when you issue the select statement, you can see the address has been updated here. Okay, so the record 1 J address has been updated to Ambernath. Similarly you can update the other records also. So one more record has been updated. So similarly we can update the records for the other students. So we have seen insert, update. Now we will go for seeing the DML command, that is delete. Suppose if you want to delete the record 4, Okay, suppose if you want to delete the record 5, so we'll issue the delete command, delete from student, where id equals to 5. So in the where we give the condition where which record we want to delete. So you can see the rows has been affected. So again, when you issue the command, so the fifth record has been deleted. So we have seen the DML statement insert, update, delete. Also the DDL statement like create database, create, alter. These were the DDL commands we have seen. So this much only for today's lecture. In the next lecture we will see about the primary key and the foreign key relationships.